how did you end up getting signed by Dre?
My CD landed on that man's desk.
Was it through your lawyer, through your manager, through what channels got you out to LA and Aftermath?
That was Karen at the time, right there? Karen Ray over at Interscope had got Dre the CD, and he just fell in love with it and just flew me out in a few days. He didn't even know, he had no clue what was going on.
Right.
He didn't know about me running around in the street. He didn't know about none of that stuff. He heard music that he liked, and he wanted to fly to Artisan. I met him a couple days later.
Now, were you believing what was happening? Like, here I am now from Brooklyn, and I'm in LA, and I'm sitting with the Dr. Dre.
It was nuts. It was nuts. I was believing it though, because it was real. But it was nuts. It was surreal. I mean, you know, he came into I had to dinner with his staff the night before, and then I met him the following day in the studio, and he just walked in, and he was like, Ortiz. I was like, Dre. He's like, yo, I'm digging the CD, yo. I was like, thank you, man. He was like, so, you know, my staff said you a cool dude, and you know what I'm saying, you got a good head on your shoulders. I mean, I'd love for you to be Aftermath. I was like, all right, cool. Have your lawyers, contact my lawyers. All right, gave me that, and he moved from the 10-year-old street cypher to hear myself back in the booth to the Who the F with Joell Ortiz mixtape for a 3-minute meeting.
Right, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like years and years of grind for
Now, did you spend a lot of time in LA at that time?
No, not that much time, because I didn't want to switch up what me, Dennis, and Mike was doing. That's my media team, and I didn't need
Mike and Ron. Shout out to Mike and Ron. Now, how long has Mike been managing you?
Him and Dennis have been managing me since the beginning of time.
Okay.
Since I've been in the booth. I don't even know how long that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I know. Those are my brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So how was it being signed to Dr. Dre? Because, you know, this past week is kind of interesting. You know, all these leaks are coming out now with the whole detox and all that. Dr. Dre is such a legendary producer. And I consider him pound for pound the best producer in the whole span of hip hop.
Wow.
You know, so you signed to Dr. Dre. How was the working relationship?
It wasn't too much, to be honest with you. Like I said, we wanted to come back to New York and do what we do as far as the recording thing and all that. Like we didn't. I mean, I'm from the street. I don't believe in the big movie. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, you know, this was Dr. Dre and this was a blessing. But it's only a blessing because of what we were doing.
Right.
So I wanted to come back home and get back in the booth where I'm comfortable at, and you know, with the random producers I'm, you know, comfortable with, and still make the same kind of music. I mean, every now and then, you know, Dre flew me out and we kicked it and we talked about songs I was handling, but I never got the chance to actually sit in there and build and create one with him.
Right.
I did, however, you know, co-write on the Detox.
Okay.
And you know, he gave me an opportunity to, you know, for that, and he made.
So you got a record coming out on Detox, or a couple of records coming out?
I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wrote on the Detox. He said it was on it.
Okay.
You know,
so you got some big publishing checks coming down the line, right?
He made my 2007 Christmas the best one I had since ever. So that was a good look. He actually cut a check on Christmas Eve, and if y'all know the music game, the fourth quarter shut down season.
That shit doesn't
so he's a real G for that.
Right, that's incredible, man. So you've been working out, man. Like from the pictures I've seen and from when I first saw you perform a couple of years ago. Right. Now you look in shape, man.
Thank you, man. I'm actually not in shape though.
Right.
No, I mean, hold on a second. I like to tell people pear is a shape. I'm pear shaped. Alright? That's a shape.
Right.
Alright? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Shout to D4 logoed up.
Yeah, so what's your regimen, Joel? What you doing right now? You running?
Right now I'm just running. I'm not touching any weights. I'm trying something different this time around. I'm gonna just shred it off and then build it up.
You doing some yoga or something like that, man?
Yogurt. I'm doing yogurt.
You doing some yogurt? Cutting out the carbs and the whole nine?
Yeah, just doing the waters instead of the juices and stuff like that.
So let me ask you, man. So when you were with Dre, man, did you? You have the story is you have a great relationship, or you have a relationship with Eminem.
Yes.
Did that happen through your relationship with Dr. Dre?
No,
afterwards.
They had nothing to do with each other.
Okay.
Eminem's relationship came through the interests of Slaughterhouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Slaughterhouse, for those who don't know, I'm 1/4 of a group Consistent of me, Royce the 5'9", Crooked Eye, Joe Budden.
Internet, if y'all don't know who Slaughterhouse is, seriously,
Go slaughter yourself.
close your laptop right now and beat yourself over the head.
So you're on Aftermath, and like you said, you got the check, but the records are not necessarily coming as they're coming,
Right.
as they should be coming. And then you end up, and I'm jumping, let me know if I'm jumping too far ahead, but then you go ahead and you release a record on Koch Records.
I had a verbal agreement with Koch.
Okay.
Before
the Aftermath deal.
Right, so when I had 2 deals at the same time, I was on both labels. I was on Aftermath and Koch.
2 solo deals.
Yeah, 2 solo deals.
For different records.
Yeah.
And how did you manage that? Because you know I'm an attorney.
Mike and Dennis made it.
Okay. And who was your attorney? Who was your attorney, by the way?
My attorney is Hector Baldonado.
Okay, I know Hector.
And we go and my production company manages Theo Sotomayor.
Okay. Theo Sotomayor. I know Theo as well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unique that you have 2 solo deals.
Yeah, we juiced them.
Right. So the Bricks came out.
The Brick came out in April of 2007.
Right.
With the deal with Dr. Evidently, like I told Dre that, before you got the CD, I was in verbal talks.
Right.
I had a verbal agreement with Koch. So I still want to go through with this.
Did Dre feel kind of ways when that came out though?
No, Dre. I kept it G. I'm doing business with both of them. I said, yo, Dre, listen, this is what was going on before you. Blah blah blah. He was like, yo, I got no problem. And I said, you know what? Just to put the ice on the cake, I'm gonna send you the album.
Right.
If you don't think this will be a good look to set up what's gonna happen after that, then tell me no.
Which is real.
He called, matter of fact, he didn't have my number. He called the Interscope building at 6 in the morning and was like, yo, tell Joel Ortiz I don't got his contact, but I got the whole album in my iPod and I'm on a treadmill to it. And it's crazy.
Yeah, it was a good album. It was a very good album. It was a good debut album for a new artist.
Thank you.
So the album comes out. What was the reception to that?
The album was received really, really well, man. I guess I answered the question, who the fuck is Joel Ortiz? I got tours in Europe behind that and a fan base that just grew to a Yawa army right now.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so the album comes out on Koch, and then what happens with the deal with Aftermath?
The album came out on Koch. It was buzzing crazy. Me and my team got some videos added to, major state, BET, MTV2 and stuff like that. Just us, no major label help. Just us on the grind. Not even Koch at the time. Right. Just us, just grinding and grinding. The Double XL cover of that, who was that? The class of 2000.
Freshman.
Yes.
Was that the first freshman class?
I think that might have been.
Okay.
I think that might have been. But yeah, there was a lot going on. A lot of things that excite major labels. Like, he got buzz going, he got something for us to build on. And we had a disagreement with the release date issue. Like, we was when they asking for release dates, they would kind of get pushed aside. And finally, he was like, no, I'm looking to release you after the detox and after, yeah.
So you'd still be in a holding pen right now?
Probably not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to be honest with you, but yeah, I just didn't agree with that.
Okay.
This is a million kids trying to do this.
Right.
When your window is open, you jump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna close and then somebody else will be ready to get at you. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys split and everything was amicable the whole time?
Everything was cool, man. It was not a sour split. I just asked for a release and he granted it.
That's big. That's actually big, man.
Yeah.
So,
but the internet, of course, would spin that out of control to say, oh shit, Joel Ortiz got dropped from Aftermath. Joel Ortiz.
Was that the word?
Of course it was. Of course it was. I mean, people that weren't intimately connected, and only few were intimately connected with the business.
Right.
Only got the press release that you were no longer on Aftermath.
Right.
So automatically the reaction, of course, with the internet is to hate.
Right.
Anyhow, I mean, it's what we do best.
It's hate, right?
If we don't know what's going on, we automatically hate.
It's all good.
Okay, we can't blame you for being Illuminati, so then it was like, fuck it. Joel Ortiz got dropped. He got dropped from Aftermath because he wasn't Illuminati.
Oh, you not Illuminati, man? So, okay, so you leave Aftermath.